All right, we can get started. I would like to call to order the June 10th, 2024 meeting of the Lowell Historic Board. The first item on our agenda tonight is election of officers, chair and vice chair. I will preface this by stating that I am willing to serve another year as chair if someone feels that I'm deserving of another nomination. Are there any nominations for chair?
I will nominate Jeffrey for the chair.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Chair accepts. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
In that position of vice chair, which Carrie has been serving for the past couple of years.
I would like to nominate George Valeris for the role of vice chair.
Second.
In a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, George. That was easy. Thank you, everyone. All right, we'll now move on to the public hearings. We have one item on the public hearing agenda, item WASH ND-24-01, 88 Chestnut Street, an application for a historic permit from Chengli Lim for construction of a single-family home and associated site improvements on an existing vacant lot pursuant to the Lowell Historic District Act. Would the applicant or its representative like to come forward and present your project? If you'd like to approach the podium and introduce yourself and your address. Can you stand at the podium, please, so that the audio can pick it up? Thanks.
Hi, my name is Johnny. I am the project manager for the job in 88 Chestnut Street, and I like build this beautiful house over there for her. Try make she happy. All set. And it's beautiful spot, beautiful location, and I think it's go look nice in the neighborhood over there. And I like you guys give us the permission, and us can start right away, probably like 6-month project. Yes, I want to try to have a beautiful home for her. She live over there.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Is there anyone here who would like to speak in favor of this application? Sure. If you'd like to approach the podium, please, and introduce yourself. Thank you.
My name is John Lasana. I'm a home designer. I graduated from Wentworth Institute of Technology in Architecture and Engineering. And, I've been working in residential design for the past, almost 36 years, And my client hired me about a few months ago to do a residential design for her. We went through a lot of phases and changes and stuff like that. And, I finally came up with construction drawing that would meet the approbation of the building inspector and your choice or whatever. And then, I also communicate with Mr. Stowell, and he made some requisite changes. We got to put in additional windows, and adding some historical touches on it, and that I did and sent them back to him, and that's why we're here, and I certainly hope that you grant her the permit. Something, because that's a very interesting project, I worked on, and I made sure, I met all the building inspector, requisite requirements, regard to codes and everything, So that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of the application?
Hi, my name is Sai. I'm the daughter of my mom. She's the owner, but she can speak a little English. I can do a little better, but so our purpose is to build a single family home on that property. Yeah. Well, our plan. So it started with like my family to go right. Yeah, we that land it was the six family home before, but then it was fire, and then we like remove everything out, but then it passed due the 1 year period that the city hall then allow us to do the same like number of family, so we have to go down to like double. I mean 2 family, but still say no, so we have to go down to 1 right now. So hopefully it will allow us to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do we have anyone on Zoom, Steve?
No,
okay.
this is just an internal Zoom.
All right.
Taking control
All right.
while we're working.
Great. Anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition to this application? Second call? Third call? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and open it up to board questions.
I have a question. So just to confirm, this is currently just a vacant lot and has been for a number of years.
Correct, a vacant lot since a fire destroyed the previous building on the site, which it, as they alluded to, it lost its grandfathering for more units than this. They could have gone for additional units, but they chose to not go through ZBA for variances and special permits and such, and just go with the single family. And as Mr. Lasana indicated, when the plans first came in, they were very close to what you see on the screen and what was in the packet, but we added a few windows because there was some blank space. We balanced it out a bit more, and it's very similar to the project that the board approved on Fletcher Street that Mr. Lasana also designed similarly in the acre.
So it's a really prominent location right on the corner lot. And, honestly, to see any development, on vacant lots is always something that I'm supportive of from the city perspective. I think the design fits in with the context of that neighborhood. And so it's a project I'm actually excited to see in front of us.
Okay, so that's the proposed site plan, more or less.
Elevation and then the side.
Okay.
Was up there.
So then there are no driveways associated with this?
It's right back here.
Oh, up in that corner, there's two pieces.
Pieces
Okay.
there off of
Okay.
Lowell. There's no garage.
Okay.
A question
Sure.
for Steve. In relation to the new design, do you know much about the house that burned down at State and what did it look like?
I'll be able to send you some pictures maybe tomorrow of it. There's a period photo of it taken in the 1890s. It started out as a single family home, then it became the Belvedere Sanitarium. But then like many homes, it got carved up into multi-units and so on. It was a very beautiful Second Empire style home with the mansard roof. And in later years, it still had some character and some good bones to it, but the fire, did it in. But the current proposed building takes up about the same area that the one historic building did.
Any other questions from the board?
Not a question.
Yes, I have a question, Jeffrey.
Sure, go ahead, Dick.
To the applicant, could you expand upon associated site improvements at 88 Chestnut Street? What do you plan on doing with the site in terms of landscaping or other improvements?
One of you all want to address that, please?
I'll go have some area, I'll go from some grass over there. And gotta see the layout. The time I was build the house, no, the right spot there, and I was gonna have a little grass, and in the front go. Probably I was gonna have it the same way like before. You have all the paver in the front, and the sides, because you have the little knee wall up there too. Probably I was gonna restoration the knee wall. You try make the knee wall there look nice, make it look feel sharp the corner there. I think that's the way I should do it. Make the project everybody drive by look feel nice the area.
Will there be a pathway from the Chestnut Street sidewalk to the front entrance?
Yeah,
Do you know what material that will be?
I can do it. How you wanna do it? The sidewalk. You wanna do it paver or you wanna do it? I know discuss with her about about the sidewalk.
Okay.
I was go do the walkway to get to the house. Probably I can do it the paver. Paver also do concrete, do like a patio with concrete, look nice. What do you say?
Good.
Probably I gotta break some the concrete because the front have a big area all concrete. I think should us do some grass over there. Make it. I don't know. Maybe he come up with some ideas with how will look the front there.
Yeah, that could potentially be a detail that you work out with Mr. Stoll as part of the conditions
Okay.
for an approval. That's often what we do is the real details of the project end up getting worked out after the fact.
Okay.
So that could be one of the details that would get approved
Yeah.
through Steve.
You can do some little. Okay. Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, I think it'd be. He draw something as make that happy.
Okay. Did I address your question, Dick?
Yes, thank you.
Carrie, you had a question? Oh, you said, okay. If there are no more questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I make the motion to approve the project consistent with the, recommended motion to approve the project in the Historic District, 88 Chestnut Street, with the conditions as noted here in the minutes, which include the submittal review and approval of final details for the site planning, including the plantings, paving, et cetera.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Dick and Troy say aye. Congratulations. Thank you very much. We appreciate your willingness to work with Stephen on the details of the design. That always makes a big difference to make those little tweaks that make the building fit in best with the neighborhood. So thank you for your work with that.
We'll get back to you this week and we'll talk about the details. Okay.
I personally work with you, Steve, if you want, additional whatever it is, or something.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Steve, how long do you think it will take for us to get the permit right now?
Oh, I'll have it to you this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, and then we'll talk on the details.
Okay.
I had gotten you in advance what the board members saw too, so you'll see what the details are we're looking for on that.
Right.
Okay?
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Good luck with the project.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, thank you.
Good evening.
My name in Portuguese called João. João. Yeah, my English called João. I live close. I started my house in
Yeah, I get dinner being cooked for
State
me.
Street from 2019. I still don't finish. I think the same way. I gotta come to see everything. Yeah. But no, everything was normal.
I know. It's typical, yeah.
Oh, good luck with that.
Just minutes.
I remember that fire. That was
How long,
Smoky. It was
how long ago was that?
ugly. I remember it being like.
Oh,
And the building next to it got hit too, and a bunch of years ago, the board approved its counterpart, and they got burned. It was bad fire.
Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from our May 13th, 2024 meeting. Has,
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
thank you, Troy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. And other business. Steve, do you want to review anything in particular on this list?
I mean, per usual, everything is informational. I am meeting tomorrow with 101 Central Street on maintenance issues, also communicating with 1 Merrimack Street regarding that as well. Other than that, everything else in here is pretty much informational, except you read about the Doors Open Lowell, which seemed to go very, very well for its comeback year. And the newsletter launch is happening. Relaunch is happening. Today I went from, we're rebuilding the distribution list from the old list that no longer existed. So after initial 25 signups, today I sent out about 290 email, like blind copied email solicitation, and also went to the Massachusetts Historical Commission's listserv. So by the end of the day, we're up over 100. So it really generated some new, people looking at the newsletter. But other than that, that's about all I have. It's all informational in here, per usual.
Question, Steve, when will the newsletter be relaunched?
It'll be sometime in the summer. I mean, today I was starting to fiddle around with some of the templates that are available, and I've got one that I like, and then it's just a matter of, figuring out, like, I don't want the newsletter to read like Kerouac's on, the novel that went on for the scroll. So I'm seeing how I can do a short blurb, click here for more, seeing how that all works. It's getting back up to speed a little bit with it, but sometime early summer.
Great, thanks, Steve. Any items or questions from the board before we adjourn for the night?
I do want to just give folks an update on the Smith Baker Center, since it's been something that we've discussed here previously. So there are a few things happening. A couple applications have gone in for the Smith Baker Center. The state does like a consolidated grant program where you can apply for a number of state grants all through a single portal. So the city put in an application for real estate technical assistance, and that particular request was to analyze the feasibility of housing at the site. And so we essentially proposed a number. It's basically to have consultants try to like run analysis of what it would take to rehab the building entirely, save the facade. So just a number of sort of things that we don't have the capacity to sort of analyze in-house.
Is the volume there? Is it just not close enough to the body, or?
Maybe.
We should be good.
Can you hear me?
Is that any better?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Okay, great. I'll just speak up. Sorry about that. And so that's one application, just that analysis. There's a different application that went in for a different program that would essentially help do some like shoring up of the building. So a group put in, a Smith Baker Preservation group put in a grant request that would essentially pay for things like roof repair and some window replacement. Again, this is through the same sort of grant portal. So I think both applications are really like the city is just trying to figure out what to do with this building and like, can you help us? And so those applications have gone in. In addition to that, the city did solicit the services of a structural engineering firm. And so we're going to be moving ahead with the services from a company called Gale and Associates. They've done a ton of work for the city recently. Very similar work, have done some analysis for us. I think the most recent structural analysis, they looked at the grandstand over at Colley Stadium for the city. So we're familiar with them and the work that they provide. So we're in the process of getting that contract underway right now. And then we asked in that report that they would identify any deficiencies, that they would put those deficiencies in an order of priority for the repair of those, that they give us an estimate of if they provide us some like short and longer term ideas for those repairs. So, you know, it may be patching could get us 5 years, a whole roof replacement, for example, you know, so just trying to give us some options. A timeline, again, for when some critical repairs need to be done. So like, you know, really focus on this. You have like a year to get this done or you're going to cause yourself some more problems. And then they're going to give us that analysis and also try to provide us some general cost estimates for what that work would be. So then the city could use that hopefully to try to figure out ways to fund some of the things. And this assumes that, you know, either the Smith Baker Preservation request, you know, isn't successful, right? And so some of that, so we basically said in our application, we're working on getting this structural assessment done, and we'll provide that information to anybody who's looking at this building in order to sort of help inform next steps. So that's kind of just an update as to where we are. And hopefully the state is usually pretty good about these grant requests. And so I think that we should hear back by the fall about the status of those applications.
Giovanni, thank you for that update. There's a lot of work going on there to save that property, and it's worth all the effort. It is spectacular inside. Thank you.
Thanks. So just to be clear, is the one of the grants to fund the structural analysis, or is that being done through city funds?
No, the structural analysis is being funded through the city.
And
Yep.
what's the time frame expected for that?
So we have to get them under contract first, but I think it'll probably be at least a month's worth of work, and then we tasked them with doing the work to like open the walls, get a lift if they need to, and so they're doing all of it, and so we're assuming it'll be probably like a month's worth of work once they sort of get in, look at what they can look at, and then we'll probably get some. I would guess that we'll hear something back, not probably have the final report within like 6 weeks of when they start the work. But it's just a matter of getting them under contract and then getting that going. And in the past, what they have provided us have been essentially reports that we've been able to take and use that to help us get funding once they identify the specific things that need to be fixed. So we're essentially anticipating we'll use it in a very similar way.
Great. Great. Well, thanks for that update, and appreciate the city's continued efforts on this. All right. Anything else from other board members? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make that motion.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good evening.